I used to be in the convent in the 60s and 70s, early 70s, and I used to be afraid of cows because whenever we had a 5-acre land and there was fence, and we used to help, the cows would help eat the grass and stuff like that, but I'd always climb over the fence and they'd chase me, and I was so scared. And then one day I just decided I wasn't going to be scared anymore. And I had this one cow as a friend, and she came to me one morning and told me that she was, a family had raised her and they were going to use her for meat. So she came to me one morning and told me that she was going to be slaughtered.
Oh.
And so I don't know how I did it.
Can you believe that they even know in advance, and you think they don't know anything?
So
eat all that meat, poor thing. Yeah.
I don't know what I gave her to eat because we used to make the little wafers for the communion.
Yes.
And we'd feed that to the cows. But for some reason, I gave her something that when she did die and they did butcher her, her whole body was contaminated with something that
they don't eat.
The family couldn't eat it because she didn't want to be eaten.
Oh.
So they wound up bringing everything back and then burying her remains in the ground. So she wasn't eaten. Not one part of her was eaten.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why doesn't she want to be eaten?
She didn't want to be eaten by a human being. That's all. I can't explain it. It was just...
Yeah. None of them are really willing to be eaten that way. They don't mind giving you milk, and when they die you can use the carcass in whatever way, but they don't like to be just forced, butchered and then eaten like that. You ask any of them, they say no. It's not the natural way. It's not a natural way they should be born to be doing. Of course, if you're hungry, you have nothing else, and you ask their permission, they lay down their life for you. They would. All of them would do that. But you eat just for the glutinous thing, this is very bad. Even plants, they also complain if you just eat for the sake of it. So respect all life. When you eat, you pray and you offer to God, and that was the right thing to do. Yeah? And thank them. Thank God for making them, and thank them for sacrificing their life for you. But plants are the least, the least, I would say, harmful, yeah? Because they're not moving too much, and mostly they're not as conscious. They're still evolving. But still, even if you eat them with disrespect, they gruntle. So this is a good idea that you come and talk like this, and people would be more aware of animals' feeling, and they are great beings. Yeah. You can learn a lot from them. Sometimes you ask the Maltese and they will tell you that love is the best thing. The Maltese is very loving. They call them million kisses dog. He always love you. Kiss you all over all the time. They used to be very, very beloved in Europe. I came from Malta Island, next to Spain. It belonged to Spain. That's what I call Maltese. They would tell you that love is the best thing, and fear is the next best thing. When you're fearful, you try to learn things, and you have more knowledge. But when you have love, you just know. You don't need to learn. If you have love, you just know. And everything would just easy. Yeah. So he say, if you have fear, you learn. If you have love, you know. It's very good though. So I feel sorry for a lot of people who are just, munching, eating, and harassing and mutilating these great beings. In the Bible, God say, I make animals just to help you, be your friends. They're really helping us. The cows help to fertilize the land and to give milk to some children who doesn't have mother's milk, and give milk to any being. Other animals as well. And give us cheese and milk. They don't mind doing that, but in a natural way, not like now, like with the machine. It's so painful and all that stuff. So I rarely eat dairy product. Not that I'm fanatic, but I don't like since long, before even I practice Guanyin method. I rarely take milk or any dairy product. Actually they are the second mother to many babies, to many of us. And nowadays, most of us grow up with cow's milk. So how can you slaughter your mother? Huh? In China and in Vietnam before, in Asia, we have second mother like that. Like the mother who's a wealthy lady doesn't want to feed the baby because too much inconvenience. Then she always hire another mother who has a baby herself but have plenty of milk, so they both can drink from that milk. We call that the wet nurse, yes. And how can you slaughter a wet nurse like that? Yeah, we even call that like second mother or nourishing mother. Yeah. So how can you do that? Huh? Yeah. In our country, we're very grateful to this kind of mother as well, Yeah. We call it just like, not wet nurse, but wet mother, or maybe godmother. Yeah, or adopted mother, or nourishing mother. And we have respect for these mother too, a second to our mother. So it's the same if we do that to the cows, as if you slaughter a mother who gives you milk. So it's incredible how people can do that. I'm really sometimes very startled at our ignorance of the nature of creation.